Welcome to Eat at Joe's. Let's talk about oatmeal cookies. Oatmeal cookies don't have a great reputation. It seems that with most people, they either love them or they hate them. Might have something to do with the raisins? Philosophically speaking, I feel that an oatmeal cookie should be more like a chocolate chip cookie that happens to have oats in it. I want people to bite into my cookie and be surprised that it's an oatmeal cookie. I'm going to use my stand mixer, but you could use a hand mixer or even just do it by hand the old-fashioned way. First, let's take a look at the ingredients. We'll need 2 sticks of soft butter, 2 cups of white sugar, a tablespoon of molasses, 3 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of coarse salt, a half cup of chocolate chunks, a cup of dried cranberries, and 3 cups of quick oats. I prefer to use a combination of white sugar and molasses instead of brown sugar. Brown sugar is actually just white sugar with molasses mixed back into it during the manufacturing process. Using this method, I don't have to worry about dark brown sugar or light brown sugar, or even how fresh I keep it after I open up the bag. I can just mix up whatever I need anytime I need it. You could use melted butter, but soft butter is better. It's going to cream together better with your sugar and lead to a more stable cookie dough by the time you're finished. We'll put 2 sticks of soft butter in with 2 cups of sugar and a tablespoon of molasses. We'll turn on the mixer and cream it all together. Once we like how it looks, we'll mix in the egg and vanilla. Use a wire strainer and a couple of mixing bowls to sift together the flour and the baking soda. That way it's nice and even and it makes for a smooth batter. Pour that dry mixture in and mix it until it's combined. When it comes to goodies, I believe that less is more. I personally really enjoy dried cranberries and a semi-sweet chocolate chunk, but I also really like dried apricots and white chocolate chunks. When it comes to an enjoyable eating experience, contrast is key. You want to layer salt, sour, and sweet, along with different kinds of textures, inside that hearty cookie that should be both crunchy and soft once you bake it. Throw in the goodies and the coarse salt and mix it all together. Mixing in the goodies before the oats ensures that the goodies are evenly dispersed throughout the batter before we add in those hearty oats. Be sure you're using quick oats, not regular oats. If you use regular oats, they won't cook in the time it takes for that cookie to bake. Then you're going to be left with a mealy cookie instead of a chewy one. Don't pour all of the oats in right away. Mix them in about a cup at a time, that way it doesn't overwork your mixer or your arm. When the batter looks good, we're ready to go. I don't find the need to refrigerate the dough before I bake it, but if you used melted butter or you're in a warmer climate, you may have to. Set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Roll the cookie dough into balls and then place them either directly onto the cookie sheet or onto some parchment paper. We're going to do a couple at a time and run an experiment. Baking can be tricky. The size of your oven, whether or not there's something above or below what you put inside it, whether or not you open the door during the baking process, all kinds of things can factor into little changes in the baking process. You may have to experiment a little bit at home yourself to see what works best for yours. Depending on your oven and how you like your cookies, you're going to want to bake them from anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. Using a bit of parchment paper does help in getting them off the pan later, that way you don't have to transfer them onto paper to cool. Also, for us, it's going to allow us to make notes on the paper as we bake. Two balls baked at 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and 12 minutes. At 8 minutes, the cookies are still pretty underdone. If you like them soft and a little raw in the middle, then this is the cookie for you. At 9 minutes, they've got a little bit more brown on them, while still being a little underdone. At 10 minutes, the cookies are an overall golden brown. At 11 minutes, the cookies are approaching the point of browning. At 12 minutes, they are definitely brown. Cooked all the way through, they run the risk of almost being dry. 10 minutes is a pretty safe bet, but if you plan on eating them soon after baking, 12 minutes is a great way to go. As the cookies continue to sit out, they're going to become less soft. Take that into account and get them into an airtight container before they get dry. This recipe should make between 50 and 60 cookies, depending on the size of the balls. Thanks for watching Eat It Joe's. Hope you enjoyed my oatmeal cookies. See you next time.